What's up guys, it's Dylan, and today we're bringing you an at-home workout video. This is easy, simple, and pretty much anyone can do it. You don't need anything. As you can see, I'm kind of sweaty. I just got back from boxing, so I'm a little warmed up, or a little more than warmed up actually. But today we're just doing some basic exercises. You probably know most of them, but this will just be a nice routine if you know you want to start and you don't know exactly what to do. You don't have a gym membership, you don't have anything like that. This is just a basic routine that you can practice every day, every other day, just to get into it if you're brand new. Or if you're younger and you don't want to lift weights, you don't have a gym membership, or whatever reason you can't get weights, a pull-up bar, a punching bag, anything like that, do anything. So all we're going to be doing is I'm going to do a few exercises here, and then it's going to be run 1 mile or a half a mile, or whatever you feel comfortable with. Just get on a basic routine and start that, and pair it with that diet I was talking about, and you're going to start feeling a lot better, and you're going to see a lot of progression. So let's get started with our first exercise. Alright, so we're going to be starting off with the push-up. This is just obviously a basic push-up, but make sure you have proper form. You can watch me if you don't know what that is. And we're just going to be doing, for me, I'm going to be doing 30 push-ups. Do whatever you want to start off with. If it's 5, if it's 10, do as many as you can. Even if it's just 1 or 2, just make sure you maintain proper form. Get nice, good control. Just like when you're lifting weights, you want to be in control of things so you can get that nice full extension of the muscle. So let's get started with our first set. So you want to be going all the way down, all the way up. Nice straight back, just keep going like this. You can take breaks if you have to, but just make sure if you take a break, you can take it at the top, or you can take a break at the bottom. Taking a break at the bottom is a little harder. Keep your head pointing straight if you can. It's a little easier if you keep it tucked, but for proper form, you want to try to keep it straight. I honestly lost count, so I'm just going to do about 10 more. Alright, so that's a nice upper body warm-up. Next we're going to be using the mat to do a bunch of ab work, so we're going to be laying down primarily. If you don't have a mat like this, you can use pillows, carpet, rug. If you have to, you can do it out of the wood. It might not feel too good in the back of your spine, but we just did a nice little chest workout for a little bit of a warm-up. Just in case you don't know, push-ups are pretty much like a bench press, just with your own body weight. Not exactly your body weight because your feet are touching the ground, but you're working chest right here with that, and you're also working a little bit of the tricep right here. And depending on how far out you go or how close in you go, it's going to affect exactly what your push-up works. So if you want a more in-depth video on push-ups and more details, let me know in the comments, and I'll be free to let you know. Feel free, and I'll let you know. So now we're going to move on to ab exercises. Like I said, if you have one of these, that's great, or a carpet or anything, but let's get into the first ab exercise. Alright, what's up guys? We're starting our first ab exercise here, and with these, I'm going to pretty much go non-stop. You really want to try to go non-stop on abs, just keep getting them going as long as possible. So like I said, I'm going to be pretty quick with these. If I don't explain anything well enough while I'm doing it, I will put little captions on screen to let you know. We're just going to start out with our ab exercise here. Some of these are going to be pretty difficult if you're new. If you're somewhat experienced, you might be good with these, but these are just going to be a nice, solid group of ab exercises. Just work on form. Like I said, form is much more important than number, so just do what you can, and let's get into the first ab exercise. So, this is for a warm-up. We're going to be starting off with some basic sit-ups. So sit-ups, you keep it here. I like to keep my arms right here. This is the best way to do it. It's also the most difficult. That's the second best. And then like that, and throwing your arms up would be the least, but do what you can. This is probably one of the more difficult ones. So we're doing about 20 of these just to warm up the abs. so that was our 20 sit-ups. Now we're gonna move it into whatever you want to call these. I like to call them starfish. You're gonna spread your legs out a little bit past shoulder length, lean back, and I'm gonna take my right hand, raise it up, touch it to my left hand like this. So you wanna be coming off the back of your shoulder like that, touch your toe, and alternate. I like to do about 60 of these, but they are kind of hard, especially if you're new. 60 might be a lot, maybe 20, 10 on each leg, something like that, but I like to do 60 total, 30 on each leg. So I'm gonna run through that real quick. I may or may not speed it up for the video. Alright guys, so with our next exercise, we're going to be working our obliques, which are the sides here. You have your abs in the middle, your lower, your upper, and your obliques. You really want to try to work those obliques with your abs because it looks good together. But yeah, let's get into it. So with this exercise, you're going to lay sideways, put your right leg, well you're going to switch so it doesn't really matter, but to start off with, put your right leg over your left leg like this. You're going to, I'm trying to get the camera all the way here. So you're gonna lay down like this, hands behind your head. Again, you want your waist kind of like that, and you want your head laying like this. So you should be about 90-degree difference from here, and then your waist should be facing the side. The form of this exercise is everything, guys. If you don't get the form, it's really not gonna work what it's supposed to be working. So I'm gonna do it one time just to do it in slow motion so you can see it. We're gonna come up and kind of twist like that a little bit. And you should really feel it right here. Not really in your abs, you should feel it right here on the sides. That's gonna make your mid-center nice and toned right here. And we're just gonna go 1, 2, I'm gonna do 30 on each side. Do what you can, but by the end of it, you should be feeling it right here. Think of it more of a twisting motion as you come up as well. It's not like I'm just coming straight up. I'm coming up and twisting so I can get that crunch right there. You'll really be able to feel it if you're doing it right. Alright, now we're going to switch. At this point, you should be feeling a burn right there. Switch back to this side. Same thing. So, lay down your side, pull your back over, really get that leg over the other, and then we're gonna be going up. Hopefully I'm on camera. My head's cut off. Oh well. But this will really let you see both sides of it. I'm working right here. You see that crunch right there on the side. Really want to go all the way down, get that full extension, come right back up. Really, you can do this with one hand basically if you want to. You really don't need this one. But you're just making sure you're getting that crunch. And you'll feel it right there. You might have to check yourselves to make sure you're doing it right. It's easy to fall out of form on accident. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to our next exercise. Some people call these mountain climbers or Spider-Man, stuff like that. You don't really need the mat for this one. It's kind of similar to your push-up position. You're just gonna extend like you're doing a push-up, back straight, take your right knee, touch it to your right elbow, get that crunch. This is again working the obliques. You should feel that crunch right there, 3, 4. We're doing 10 on each side, 20 total. Got sweaty palms, so I might have to reposition a few times, but alright, so that was our Spider-Man's. Let me reposition the camera real quick. There we go. Next, we're gonna be doing a burpee. And with this one, it's gonna be kind of hard to capture the full thing on camera, so if you already know what a burpee is, it's basically just a nice combination of a bunch of things. The way I do it, I jump. I'm not gonna jump here because I'm on the second floor. You jump, you come back down, you jump down like this. I'll do it. I don't have to move the camera. So you jump, and then on the way back down, you're gonna drop back down like so. You're gonna drop back down like this. Don't have a lot of room here. Do a push-up, come back up, jump, come back down like that, push-up. Form's a little off right there, but you get the general idea. It's a burpee. It's a pretty solid exercise. You work a lot of muscle parts, your legs, your abs. It's like a solid overall exercise. You just want to get one thing. It does a lot. It's not the best for everything, but it's a pretty good general overview of everything. But one more thing I want to talk about, you have squats, so you can work your legs. You know what a squat is. Arms out, arms over your head, arms to your side, doesn't matter. Just go down, get a nice squat. I'll lower the camera for you so you can see. Hopefully all this is coming out kind of well. So from a side angle, you don't want to go too low, you don't want to go too high. It's kind of a sweet spot you hit. You go, it's like this mat's just off. About shoulder length apart. Go down. About right here, you want to try to get that 90-degree angle with your knee, or not really 90, but basically if your knee parallel to the ground like that, come back up, down, up, down, up. Solid leg up routine. And none of these are going to give you like crazy muscle size. You're not going to get like huge muscles from doing these type of exercises, but they're good for burning fat. Like I said, is you want to pair this stuff with running. Running's really good. Running's one of the best ways to burn fat. If you're trying to lose fat, this is a kind of introduction, you know, it's kind of like a taste test of what, you know, is to come. There's more difficult versions of these. There's stuff like pull-ups, which is kind of requires equipment, dips, which if you don't know what that is, you basically have 2 bars on the side of you, and you push yourself up, come back down like a dip. I can do some more calisthenic videos like that. So yeah, pull-ups, chin-ups, dips. Those are more like bodyweight exercise, calisthenics. These are just kind of like free exercises. You know, there's nothing required. You don't need anything. It's easy to do. Good introduction. So if you can do this routine, pretty basic. You can throw in some more sit-ups, some more push-ups, some variations of these routines. There's obviously a lot more ab exercises I know out there, but this is just a nice starter. You can work those obliques with those 2 exercises I showed you. You really get a nice lower ab workout with the starfish, where you bring your legs up and across like that. That's a solid lower ab. You're gonna get kind of like the mid ab, bit of everything with the sit up, primarily more lower ab. The lower abs are the hardest to get. Upper abs are easier. Lower abs, where you get a little bit of that fat down there. It's a little less up here. That's how it works for most people. Lower abs are a little harder to get, so if you could do those lower ab exercises, that'd be really great. The obliques, you know, if you kind of turn to the side, you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. And then up here, you know, it's upper obliques, stuff like that. But that's just a basic starter routine for anyone wanting to get into it. There's obviously a lot more I could do with this. I could go a lot further with this, but this is a little bit of a taste test, as I said. So if you want to see more ab exercises, you want to see more at-home videos where you don't really need anything, let me know. I can do more additional parts to this. But like I said, if you could run along with this, or box if you have a boxing bag, or you can go to the gym. If you don't like running, boxing for 3 minutes at a time with 30-second breaks, if you do that for like 3 rounds, you'll be very, very tired. Boxing is a great substitute for running if you don't like running for cardio. Boxing is a great substitute. But that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll be coming out with more videos in the future. I was planning on doing a gym workout, but I figured, since I did one last week at the gym, I figured I might as well do an at-home video here for those people that don't have gym memberships so they can get started. Like I said, this is great for new people. This is great for young kids that can't go to the gym or shouldn't be going to the gym because they're not old enough yet, technically. However you want to phrase that, that's just my opinion. If you're like if you're not at least a teenager, I wouldn't recommend going to the gym. Like if you do push-ups and stuff like that, especially if you're like a kid, you're gonna have a great metabolism already compared to an adult.